So here we have Steffi's new race car, but let's not deflect from the fact. That's the real race car there, right there. Mwah, love you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Vectra. Today we are going to be wrapping the rear bumper. We've got a few other bits to do. We've got the correct fuel lines now to fit. A few little bits like the throttle cable linkage, the end stop. We've got hoses to fit. We've got loads to do. So a couple of hours of work ahead of us, daylight, and we've even brought reinforcements. Okay then, so nice sexy fuel lines fitted. I'm just going to tie that one back there. This one's a bit long, so the joys of making off this Teflon pipe, I'll redo that one in a second. I'll cut a couple of inches off that. Steph's over here.
Who painted this?
Oh no. Steph's peeling the paint off before wrapping. What's that? That's the last panel, isn't it, Steph? Ish.
Yeah.
So that's the last full body panel to wrap. We are going to wrap the splitter at some point, but to make it all one colour for now and just get it out for testing. Yeah, that's the last of it. These are the other bits we got to do. We got this hose to go over here, one way or the other. So that's going to go over there to finish off the radiator. The bung for the radiator, which was down either this side or... Oh, that's it, it's going down there. So we spoke to the guys at Spark. They don't need a switch on the radiator to turn the cooling fan on. They can do that all via the ECU, so we're going to get them to do that. That's a great idea. So we can bung the radiator back up, and then we just got this little bit that's going to go onto the inlet manifold just here, and that'll just be for this pipe here, like an overflow from the header tank. So yeah, I'm just going to gum that up with some tape. There you go, that's where it will be situated, and then we'll have a pipe coming across here into the header tank. What you found, Steph? You having fun there?
Paint that's not actually stuck to the bumper.
Oh, oh dear.
Basically, if it was professional wrapping, this would be a professional wrapper's nightmare.
Ah.
You need a proper prep surface to wrap.
Yeah, so we've got...
Luckily, we're not professionals. And
We've got brilliantly prepped surfaces. Oh, actually, I had some feedback yesterday.
Right.
So we got our little stickers that we sell to the world. Our good friend Steve at Signtech Graphics sorts them out for us, and picked a bunch of stickers up yesterday because we've sold out of them. And he said he's been watching our vlogs, and Steph hasn't heard this yet. He's been watching our vlogs, and obviously he's a sign writer and rapper and does like shop fit outs and stuff like that. He's been cringing at us wrapping the car. He was like, a bonnet should take something like 15 minutes. I don't know why you're making such a meal of it. And I was like, trust me. So for all you rappers out there and guys that do this professionally, firstly, I take my hat off to you because it's a shit job. He's done as best he can with the knowledge he's got. And as you say, the car passes the 10-meter rule, so we're happy with it. But I mean, by all means, guys, if any of you want to do a better job, there's a whole race car here for you to do if you want, and yep. we can definitely sort out some kind of marketing and sponsorship. So there you go. I'm going to get a plug in this video. Definitely going to get a plug in the video. Meanwhile, we'll just carry on. Steph being the pro that he is. Look at that. That's actually lifting the paint as you pull that off. Yummy.
We'll keep cowboying it up.
We'll keep cowboying it up. She looks mint. Look at it. Look at this car. It looks great. Absolutely pimp. And it's so good because I'm seeing so many cars out at the moment testing at track, and we're not far away, and I cannot wait, and I'm itching to get racing now. So yeah, fingers crossed. I know for the last, 4, 5, 10 episodes, however many episodes we've done now, we've been saying it's not far away. It's not far away. So yeah, it'll be out there soon, I promise. Is that right? Is that all good there, mate? Yeah. There you go, look. Got the lad helping out. That's it. So then that's a decent angle there. So what you want to do is just loosen that one off a little bit. Get it down behind the flared end. doesn't matter if it pings out, and then just get that back over there. See, look at that. Teaching them young, ladies and gentlemen. I say young, he's old now, aren't you? 13. Bloody hell. 14 in 2 weeks, God help me. No wonder I'm old, grey and bold. Yeah, that's that. More rap. More rap. More rap. The bloke can't even use a bloody tape measure. Oh, look at this, technical. So I'm assuming Steph is going the full send method again, and he's going to do it all in one big hit. What could possibly go wrong there, ladies and gentlemen? Not like we've seen it in other videos. You wanna hand that stuff? Right, guys, that's it for today. I'll run you through what we've done. Rad hose fitted, fuel lines fitted. Thought we've got one more fuel line there to make because it was rubber, and I thought it was all braided. So yeah, that's needs to be made. So I just need to order 2 more of these fittings. We've got plenty of hose left over from that. Water line fitted. Now just need a little hose to go from that point there to that point there, and then also we penned the car in, but in here you can put the bonnet back on now, stuff. Thanks. There's a torch. I forget a torch every time. And then now we've also throttle linkage is complete with this little doubled over end there. So double bolted, so fingers crossed it won't slip through there. And yeah, that is it for today. Steph's been wrapping the bumper. It's been an absolute nightmare. Ow. So we got a bit of the bumper done. Unfortunately, bits here, the paint on the actual bumper itself started to rip off in places. So it's not fantastic, but hey, worst case, we've got plenty more wrap to do it again, eh, Steph?
If we've got to do it again, I'm just going to spray it with wrap.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we were just talking a second ago. Things like this, door handles. I've taken a sample of wrap with me just to make sure. What we're going to try and do is get the gloss white wrap matched with a rattle can, and we're going to just cheat and do all these little fiddly bits that yeah, are going to be a nightmare to wrap. So we'll do that with a rattle can. Yes, it's cheating, but quite frankly, I think even Steph is now bored of wrapping. Are you not?
I am pretty bored, but I will carry on with that.
Yeah, we'll get this finished. You know, unfortunately the paint quality on the bumper itself wasn't fantastic, so we've hit that bit of a hurdle, but it's a race car, so it'll still look good.
Right guys, so I've got the bottom half of the bumper all on now. All wrapped, should I say. It's by far from my finest work. I've not enjoyed doing the bumper whatsoever. Very tricky. But there we go, never mind. We try. So I've just got to the top bit. To be fair, this bit is kind of like a second lip in part of the bumper, if you like. So I might cut that and then sort of lay a piece on top on that one. Let's see if it goes in, then it hasn't been too bad this side going in. I'll also have to sort these out, but let's see how far it goes. I don't think it's gonna. If not, I'll just lay another piece in there. It might be easier anyway. Just because of all the stretch with the bumper and everything, it's kind of warped the wrap as such. But it's the bottom bit done. Probably do that bit tomorrow. Right guys, what a nightmare. I hate wrapping now, and I definitely don't like doing bumpers. It's horrendous. Next time I'm getting a wrapping gun then. End off. But it's pretty much done. It's definitely not my best work. Don't look too close if you ever come to see the car. The boot and the bumper, I'm not happy about. I will have to do the boot, I think, when it comes back. I'm not doing this again. No way. I'll either get someone to do it or I'm painting it. It's horrendous. But I had to do that top bit here. It's separate to the other bit. There's just no way I could make the wrap work how it needed to. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look great, but it would have looked even worse if I tried to do it in one piece. So Yes, so I say it doesn't look too close, it's horrendous, but it's white, so that's gonna have to do for now, and we'll see what happens. But for me, that is wrapping done. There's no more for me to wrap. Nick's on about doing this, the front bumper. Nope, not happening. I'll have to get someone else to do that. You can tell that it's pushed me to my limit, this bit. Right then guys, so I've just put the bumper back on. First time it's been on in ages, to be fair. Yeah, does look very good with it on. Again, do not look closely. Passes the 10 metre rule. That is about as bad as you're going to get. So, alright guys, so we'll catch you in the next one. Not sure what we're going to be doing next. Hopefully just finishing off with bits and bobs. Right guys, welcome back. It's another day. We're back on the Vectra. It's depressed Steph here.
No, sad Steph.
Oh yeah, sorry, sad Steph. If you're in that, if you've seen the comment, go give it a laugh. Actually, I think it's been removed, isn't it?
The comment got removed, yeah.
It wasn't by us. I would have left it there and run with the bants, but never mind. So sad Steph here.
What you should do now is you should strategically put the screenshot here in the shot.
It's not there though, is it?
No, but when you edit it.
Oh yeah, because you sent it to me.
I sent the
I'll
screenshot
put the screenshot here. Anyway, sad Steph here. Thanks to, who was it?
Chris Car Builder. Who's
From
building
Chris Car Builder.
Laguna, which we
building
need to get the two cars together for sure, Chris.
Definitely.
Make sure we do it.
But he's told us how and what settings we need to do to stop the flicker. So now we're getting to the lighter evenings and it probably won't be as big an issue. Never mind, I'm sorry for all the flickering, but we have now sorted it. Again, we're amateurs, we don't know what we're doing really. We're just holding a GoPro and chatting rubbish. But massive thanks to you for letting us know what we need to do, so the videos should be a little bit better.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
We just need to sort out your attitude.
Just sort my
Sad
attitude out.
Steph.
Try and raise my voice, but not raise. Higher the tone.
Just a
so it doesn't...
less monotone.
Less monotone.
I'm like, woo, bit up and down, and you're just, I'm Steph and I'm sad and miserable.
Unfortunately, it's just my balls are a bit lower, so that's just how my voice is. That's going in.
That's going in.
What's the plan, Nick? What is in the plan
today? So today's plan, hopefully, is the last of the little itty bitty bits, because again, we've got a date for the exhaust. The car is going off Monday to have its exhaust, so we're going to go and see Robin and Tom at Raw Motorsport. She's finally going to get her exhaust.
Currently Friday, so a couple of days.
Yes, Friday the 17th today of February. But yeah, plan today is to fit the new, the last braided line, which I've just done. We're going to finally sort out these bloody door handles because it's been bugging me since we wrapped the car. I'm going to spray these white. We're not going to wrap them because it'd be a nightmare.
I mean, that side's not too bad. I don't think the black doesn't flow too well. The problem is this side. One black, one silver. It's a bit mismatched, doesn't look that good. Anyway, sorry, carry on, Nick.
Yeah, so I'm going to sort the door handles out, and then we have an electronic line lock in there. We've never used it, never needed to. Instead of running it though, there you go,
all the wrap.
Under all the spare wrap. So yeah, we're not going to run it, so we're going to take it off out the system and just get a straight line from this T-piece to here, purely for the fact that it's actually weeping from here. I think it's there, yeah, it's leaking from there, so we're just going to have one straight join up to the BIOS valve and be done with that. And then we got some great information from the C20XE Facebook group about new bushings and things for our gear box linkage or gear linkage. Obviously in the last video I tried to show you some pictures of it, but it was rubbish. So there is bush kits you can buy, and I've got all the details from them, so I'm just going to take all this off, have a look what we need, get them all ordered up, and yeah, I think that's today's plan. And then possibly get it rolling, make sure that it's ready to go for on the trailer Monday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. Got a date for the exhaust. What are you doing, Steph?
So take the door cards off, so you get the door handles out.
The wonderful carbon fibre door cards.
Carbon fibre door cards.
Carbon fibre.
Carbon fibre.
Carbon fibre. So while Steph's doing that, I'm just fitting the expansion hose. It's going to go on here. As just already pointed out, the other fuel line is fitted. Expansion hose fitted. Steph's removed the door handles. He's now rubbing the door handles.
Rubbing.
Bow, bow, bow. Oh wait, no, that's Jay's section, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to give these a light rub down and then primer them up and then get them frost white. So, and then get refitted. So all the handles are scotched up. I'm going to blast them with some primer. And let's see how they come out, shall we? Ooh, first coat going down. I'm by no means a painter, as Steph is not a rapper, so let's see how these come out. They look a pretty good colour match so far. I'll get a bit of white and we'll compare the two. So here we have the white wrap, and here we have the white door handle. Not a bad match, I'd say. Okay, so we just removed the bias valve because we were going to get rid of the line lock, as you saw earlier in the video, because we had a leak, and it turns out I found out why we had a leak. The actual fitting that joined to the actual bias valve has snapped, and as you can see, the rest of the thread is in there, so we're gonna have to find some kind of easy out, get that out, and then see if we can find a replacement thread. Okay, so let's go over to sad Steph. Look at that sad face.
Sad
No,
face.
don't smile.
I can't help it now, it's funny.
Don't smile.
The opposite.
You're sad with a monotone voice. Okay, so it's broken. Steph is doing some hodgepodgery, and look at the magic he has managed to do. Voila! Look at that. Perfect. So all we need now then is another fitting and a solid pipeline. And I'm just doing a very, hold on, actually I can show you the very crude drawing of a solid line. Now before anybody goes, oh, why aren't you using braided lines? Because the whole car is solid lined for the moment, so eventually one day when we do get around to fitting solid lines throughout the whole car, then we'll do it then. But as you can see here,
It's very true what you said though, because
I'm sending a very, very crude drawing to Jay to make us a solid line. So he's going to drop up the air, the oil filter for the engine, and when he does that, he can bring us the line. Oh, that's really pixely. Whee. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I said I think it's very true what you said to me a while back.
Oh, is this about solid lines and braided lines? Yeah, this would be a good topic discussion, really.
Because on the Mini we had full braided lines the whole way through. And the brakes were good, don't get me wrong, but I always felt it did have a spongy pedal.
A spongy-ish pedal,
that I never managed to really get rid of. Or maybe
and you,
it was
you had braided lines all the way through, didn't you? Yeah, so I've always been told since getting involved with motorsport that if you fully braid your car, one end to the other, that you will get obviously the little bit of flex that you don't get in solid lines. Whether that's true, I don't know. I've only ever run solid lines in this car, and it's pretty much the only car I've driven other than the KA and a few other bits, which have all got standard brake lines in them as well. So we'll give it a go. Maybe one day we'll do the braided lines and we'll see which one works best and do a comparison. But yeah, there you go. From Sad Steph, the Mini did have a spongy-ish pedal with braided lines. Who knows? Door handles. Not quite as white good a match as we were hoping. If you can see it, pick it up on the camera, but it's noticeably different. But better than the black was. Steph's bolted this side up here, so unless you're being really picky, really looking at it, you can't really notice it. So that's one more thing to tick off the list. Just waiting for that one there to dry up a little bit, and then we'll get that one in, and that's the door handles completed. Shh! Don't tell Steph. I've got some overspray on his driveway. Don't say anything, guys. Don't say anything. Right then, so just doing some more bits and bobs, just doing some bolt checking, going through pipe work and stuff. And Numbnuts here just found all the water jacket that runs down the back off to the water pump down here and bits like that. It's just found all the Jubilees loose, and then as I was doing them up, one of the Jubilees snapped just outside the water pump. So pretty good find. I'm pretty chuffed with that, that it didn't fail during a test day or something like that. Steph's just over here chappity chapping. So for a while now we've had one bonnet pin missing. He's found a set that was in his garage So he's just cutting that to length now because they come with about like a 300-mile long thread, and we don't need that. So yeah, we'll have another solid bonnet pin. That one's loose, by the way, Steph, so maybe you can tighten that one up as well. Great. So, so yeah, we're just tidying up some bits now, really. We're pretty much done now before it goes to Raw Motorsport for its exhaust. So yeah, just kind of doing a little bolt check, making sure everything's present and correct. Both door handles are now in as well, as you can see. And down the same down the other side as well. So yeah, very productive day so far. So then guys, that's the end of this episode. Cars ready to go to Raw Motorsport? Yeah, we found a few little extra bits. We've tweaked up, tightened up pipe work. Steph's now fitted the bonnet pin. All gravy. So yeah, next time you see it, we'll be heading to see our good friends at Raw Motorsport, and this thing will be getting a nice shiny exhaust. Again guys, if you're liking the channel, you're liking what we're doing, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!
No cheery Steph.